Hello. Yeah, I talk a little bit. Understand this. It's only theory. But there is something into the theory, okay? About I'm correct. I cannot be sure about I'm correct. But I can imagine what it's about. And that is from a kind of own experience and knowledge from history and what my brain have collect. So that's what I can talk about. Now there was a noise on the line before. I'm sorry for that. But I talk about American, Russian, and Deutsch, and Brazil, maybe too, NATO, and China, all over the world. Japan, very much maybe in China and Japan and in the Asian countries, because they have a lot of technology there. It actually evolved very much in Asian, so to say. No, it's actually everywhere. But something that's good to look after, that is where they are holding for all the new stuff. Where you can buy all the new that have not been out in the stores yet. Keep an eye on that one, because when you walk in such a place, you will definitely know who to have something to do with this too. The silicon of the mind. Yes. See, one thing that's good is if you're not so high, your back is not so long too. The good things about that is a little person have maybe easier to heal than if you're very high. Because the damage can be much bigger on a high person if there's first damage on the back. I talk about the generator from your heart and from your dick and from your brain. The generator that is producing the fire of the sperm cells to your dick. I have to warn people too, because they warn me, so I have to warn other people too. When you play with fire, you can be burned. That's it. If you do it too many times on the day and have too much experience with the fire, in your hand or on your leg or where on you, the radiation will fire up your veins, okay? It can, so to say, burn in a way. So of course you shall be careful on that you're not damaging yourself. The body is very good to heal too. But if the damage is too big, maybe you will have the damage in a longer time, right after. It can maybe be seen. So be careful too. It's like everything else, harmony. But of course, if the body in a way is getting used to it and can in a way heal from it because it's like used to it, then of course the future brain will maybe be created too in a way. The imagination. It's maybe not just the imagination, but beyond our imagination. once again, be careful too. I think it has something to do about who you are too. It's maybe not everybody who can reach in to that world. But of course, everybody can maybe get a little bit of it if they understand it and understand themselves very much. They can maybe react to it then too. So understand the military have very much known about this. And you can never know about we have been grown down here just to produce knowledge. It's not to say, but very powerful people know about this shit. And there is people who is just like the Jesus child in a way. They are really very much connected to the sky, like the subject I've just been on. And that's of course kings, you know, what they don't want to be kings because they have no room, no places. They are just like you and me, normal people. But of course, normal people can be queens and kings too. Our past very much tell us that they can. But the programs of there is something about those programs. When you have sit with this and is connected, what I understand is they cannot touch you when you are young. So they will isolate you to yourself because they cannot touch you. You understand? When your veins is burned and your body begin to react to it, they can touch you. And then they need a reason to claim you insane or just have an excuse to put you away on a mental hospital. When you first end up out there, they say they will help you, and maybe they will. I don't know. I'm not sure, because this is fucked up. There's so many lies. When you first end up out there, they will give you pills. And I will tell you how I will see it. If they really want to help you out there, the medicine will go up in your brain and in a way kickstart your brain again, so the production will once again be possible. That's one part. That's what I think. Yeah, I don't know. But the next thing is that they will, now they have the chance, ruin you in such a way so you will not come back. So if the pills is going up in your brain, definitely going up in your brain because you put it on the tongue. If it's increasing the neurons where the brain is coming together, if you can imagine they're cutting it off. They say that they are just blocking it. But that's weird. How long time will that block be? I think more it's cutting it off. The neurons. They say it's the same production that happens when you are making sport. You know, the adrenaline. the other one that is getting produced when you are exercising. That's weird too. Why will they block that one when they say it's a healthy thing? So something is not correct. When you come out from that place, be careful. Now you have get the medicine in there. And if you keep on in the same way like just before, nothing have happened then. Okay? So you're just the same. You're coming out, you're keeping on in the same direction. So they will drive you down if they can, in hope of breaking your neck. Or your back, so to say. You can see this many places too. You know, just imagine somebody in a wheelchair, or imagine somebody that's getting driven down by a truck or something like that. Then you know what we are talking about. Okay? Then you know what we are talking about. It's not a nice thing, do you think? See, when you deliver a theory, you deliver much more than just a theory. A theory can actually build whole church in the old days. So a theory is much more than just a theory. If a theory is just coming down on a paper, and if that paper comes into people who is building churches, and if they begin to build on it, then suddenly that theory will be reality. So a theory, a dream, is not just a theory and a dream. It's our life. It's what you're living in fucking every day. So understand the importance of your theory, dream, collecting brain. If somebody just can steal you without paying you the money that you deserve, on a fucking lie, of course it will be on a lie, because they know how much gold you are worth. So understand the importance of the magic stick on the unicorn, on the light sword, on all the words there is for that world. That world is certainly our world too. So understand what they have done to me, and still doing this day today. Every time I meet some assholes from this military organization, instead of being honest to me, they give me a lie. We are not talking about that I am suggesting sex or things like that. No, we are just talking about a normal conversation where people sound interested and then give an appointment. This is serious stuff, people. Some people say, keep your dreams for yourself. I understand that one, and then again, I does not. If you keep it for yourself, if you keep the theories and the dreams for yourself, they will not expand. And if the theory and the dreams does not expand, maybe they will not help people, because people will collect it and keep it for themselves.